Hello, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna see that like how what kind of stuff we have for URLs in Laravel. I mean, from URI to route actions and everything, right? Oh wait, okay. So we're gonna check that. See what kind of stuff we have already. Hey, Jinal, thanks for joining. Okay. So you can see that we are creating a fresh new project we are with using her. So let's wait. And of course, let's go to the documentation. And by the way, I just bought a new domain today. So you can see if you want to see that. I haven't. I just bought it and added just this UI to it. Right. We're gonna add more stuff later, I guess. I don't know how it is. Let me know in the comments. Hmm. That is bit funky for sure. Hmm. Okay. Let's see if the project is still creating. Okay, I think it's done. Okay, now it's okay. It's now generating autoload files. So yeah, we need to wait a bit, I guess. Yeah, let's wait. So we gonna check firstly URL stuff. Okay, and we also gonna check the. I think this wasn't there. I mean, the URL generation docs wasn't there. So is it added recently? Let's see. Hmm. So we need to check the docs. And oh, 3 hours ago, WIP. Let's see. Okay, fine, was not. Okay, perfect. So what I'm saying is, they removed this on failure stuff which was added 2 days ago. Hmm. Other than that as well. Signed URL, temporary signed route. Okay, so we are talking about URLs, and Taylor is also changing stuff into the URL as well, URI stuff as well. Hmm. He already done that, right? Generating URI instance from the request. Hmm. And it's all in the helpers. Okay. Hmm. So we already have a doc for URL generation, right? No, this is something different. Okay. Hmm. Perfect. We got some changes as well into the helpers stuff. So, hmm. Okay, let's see if our project is created. Right, it is. And let's open the VS Code. Hmm. So it is now. We can now close it, I guess. Yes, I trust authors. Let's zoom it a bit. So it is a fresh Laravel project, and we can see that it is 12.9.1. So it is latest, right? I don't know if we're gonna even use that or not. I don't know. Hmm. Okay. So what we have actually, what I know actually, and what we have actually. See. So we have readme.md, right? And You can also do open with text editor as well. Hmm. Then I can open the readme again, and if I remove this all and start writing here stuff that we have a route. Oh, sorry, a route function. Then we have then we what we have a URL function. Then we also have a URI function, I guess, or it will be added soon. And we also have action, right? Hmm. These three things we have already, right? Hmm. Four things. Okay. So what three things does? Let's see that. Let do one thing before that. URL, just URL, whatever it is. Hmm. URL, what can be full form? And if we go to the image, we can find some images over here, right? Hmm. Parameter. Still, it does not have a fragment. Okay, let's start with any of them. Everything is kind of old. I hope my voice is proper. Let me know. Hmm. So what I'm looking for is I don't know where it is. So let's go with this for now. I don't know if this is gonna blur, right? But I don't know if it will be visible. Is it visible? So what we can say is we have a total URL, right? And we have this protocol stuff, host name, subdomain, then this what do you call it? Then the page name. Then we have fragment. We will have a query. I found it. What actually I was looking for. Hmm. Right. Perfect. So this is what I was looking for. So this is a scheme, right? Or a protocol. This is a subdomain. This is second level domain, and this is the top level domain, which is like .com dev in my case. I mean, then we may have a port. Uh, Before port, we don't have a slash, so this is a mistake, I guess. Then we have a path. Then we have a queries, which we call it a parameter, right? And then we have a fragment. Okay. Hmm. We can also assign stuff to the fragment. No, uh, it's kind of wrong, but yeah, this is what we have, right? A scheme subdomain. So see, this is all URL, but this not every like. Let's see. Let's say URL versus URI, right? We will gonna get something. Hmm. So we also have a URL or itself. See, hmm. Just flash to open this image into the new tab. So see, we a scheme stuff is like URL stuff, right? Without scheme, it is a URI, and even without uh like host and scheme, it is a URL kind of, right? So let's move on from that and go ahead. So we have a route, URL, URI, and action. So see, actually, if we try to find URI, URI, right, and okay, let's go to the helpers instead. So helpers are linked with the deep digger. Oh, okay, I thought okay, and see, we also have URI helper as well, right? Hmm. See, we have URI helper. We also have URL helper, right? We also have a action helper, right? Action, see, right? And we also have a route function, which you guys are all maybe must be aware of, right? So yeah, so let's define some routes, right? Let's define some routes. So we have our gate route. So see, what? Let me zoom a bit more. So how you can access a route? So if your route has a name, I call something like name home, right? So you can hmm, get your route as a name, right? And let's go inside this and say TD, right? And if I reload this now, I have that URL, right? Home. And if I now add anything here, it will be, of course, we need to do uh, anything here as well, whatever. Never mind. Okay, right. So it will be added as well. Okay, let me do this and remove the slash from there and remove the name from here as well. Hmm. So we can actually do stuff, right? So see, the anything is now already here, and if I say that, yeah, this is some basic, right? And now I am adding the parameter. So if I reload this, I will get the error that the basic parameter is missing, right. So what I can do is now I can say that I have a parameter basic as a test, and now my URL will be uh, right, anything test. But what if I add any other stuff with this, like taste sample, right? And so it will now have a as a query. So what will happen? Let me zoom more, right? Your audio is good to go. Okay, thanks, Jinal. So what I'm saying is, so see, what it will do is, first it will check that do your like route has a parameter, then it will assign that some thing to the parameter, right? The taste. If I say uh, taste 2 over here, I will have a taste 2 over here, right, into the path. Even if I have something like this, uh, other, so I will have a other after taste 2, right? And maybe I can even have one more uh, stuff, right? And what I can do here is, let's say dollars, yeah, stuff basic and stuff. And what I will do is, I will say stuff is equal to uh, default, right? So I think now it is still saying the error. Hmm. I think I need to do a question mark over here. Your mic is what mic you are using? I am using a toner mic, toner USB mic. I even don't remember. So yeah, this is the box. Okay, the box is invisible. It is TD 510. So let me search and show toner TD 510. Yeah, this one is the mic which I'm using. Hmm. So it is like budget mic, only $60, right? And it's a really good quality, I guess. It has some buttons like, uh, even I have lots of noise, but it is just keeping it. So yeah, that is nice. Okay, so if I now reload this, okay, where to put a question mark? It at back or yeah, at back. I think so. See, now what actually happening here is, so this parameter is optional now, right? The stuff is there. It will add it. If stuff is not there, it is okay. So what I can do is, if I add stuff over here, right? Whoa, wait. So it will add the stuff, but if I comment this line, it will still work, right? And even if I visit this URL, but now it is saying missing parameter basic. Whoa, crazy. Is it a joke? Okay, sorry. No, it isn't a joke. It isn't a joke. Right, it works. Somehow it is too much zoomed, so you can see some UI issues over here. Hmm. So what I'm saying is, uh, if I add something after this, right here, it will still work, and if I remove the last stuff, it will still work. So it is what it is. It is the optional parameter. So you can use a optional parameter, right? Hmm. Okay. And even so, of course. So that is what it. I guess about the route. We have one absolute stuff as well. What is that? I don't even remember. So let's go to the documentation. Hmm. So I think into the routing, and let's try to find a route. Oh, sorry, route right here. And let's see if we. Okay. So we actually need to go to the URL generation part, and let's again search. Yeah. So we have it. So what I am looking for is now. See, we don't have any documentation for absolute. What is the absolute? Hmm. It's okay. Let's go ahead now. Hey, GC. Okay, I think I know you. You do some comments on my Twitter, right? Uh, let know in the comment if I guessed right. Okay, so that was about, I think, the route. If we skip the absolute stuff, if you do you know about the absolute, what is the absolute? I mean, really, we don't have anything for the documentation. Absolute. Let's see. Where is the usage of absolute? So here it is. Okay. So let's go to the to route, absolute, URL route to absolute. Here also we have absolute, where it is the absolute. Yeah. I know you, but I don't know how to pronounce your name. So KVIT? I don't know. Okay. Thanks for joining, brother. Okay. So if it is not absolute, hmm, so it does some stuff which is like, so let's try it. I think let's try it. I don't know, like, if it is not absolute, I mean, okay, if if it is absolute, it just return whatever it is. But if it is not absolute, it is just purge, replace stuff. Okay, I think I kind of, no, still not. So it is removing stuff from the, hmm, let's try it. So what I understood is, if I have a hashtag somewhere here or a question mark somewhere here, and if I reload it, it has to, whoa, 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 wait. These hashtags have got a. Hmm? What? Hey, Jerry. Thanks for joining. Okay. So this hashtag stuff moved to last because you added question mark over here, I guess. Okay. And what if I add as a absolute as a true? Hmm. It is still the same, so it is not related to that actually. I added, yeah. But yeah, this will this should be, yeah. This is now fine. But if I add a question mark over here, what just happens is the taste. Okay, okay. So this is the question mark. So that is actually good stuff. But what if I put hashtag over here? That is actually okay. That is also fine. But when I add a hashtag over here, it becomes little bit odd. Hmm. Even if I have a parameter called let's do more. So if I add hashtag over here, whoa, what the heck? So the URL is totally. So is it a bug? I mean, I don't know. What do you say, guys? I mean, oh, I need to zoom it. Yeah, sorry. So I don't know if you guys understood. So if I remove hashtag from here, everything just fine, works fine. The basic comes here, other is was static. The default from is a stuff, right? And the query is also there. But if I add hashtag into the basic, oh sorry, hashtag into the basic, it just got broken. I mean, so let's see if this URL works. I mean, it shouldn't. Yeah, it should not. So is it a bug? What do you say? Can we report it? Can we create the issue? I don't know. Hmm. You want to create an issue? What do you say? Should we create an issue on a framework? Let's respond, guys. Hmm. So let's go ahead and say that I will do it later. So we should be on the. So yeah, it kind of bug, but I still don't know like what is the absolute is about. So I think we were somewhere here. Yeah, right. So I don't know this regex. So what I can do is say explain. Hmm. I think I was also able to do explain with whole code like this all. Hmm. So what this regex is saying, huh, but would stop matching when it reaches the path portion like users. What users? Okay, slash users or a query string like question mark 123. This is a PHP regular expression. Whatever. Let me check what it does. Hashtag is character instead of the limiter which uses the pattern it needs to matches the starting part of the string. Hmm. Matches one or more occurrence of either slash or two consecutive okay of the forward slashes or any single character that not forward slash or the question mark. Okay. So it is all about hmm. So it is like and person maybe, and we can say a slash as well. And let's try to hmm. So n person is there already. What happened with the slash? I really don't know. I cannot find the slash where we added actually on the test sample. So yeah, sample has the slash. So I think that is not uh, related to that. So what if I remove the absolute? It is still the same. Okay, I think let's move on from this and go ahead. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that we also now need a controller. So let's say p artisan make what can be the controller name? URL controller whatever, right? So we can have another route as well now, and it can be even post route, right? So that doesn't even matter. So we can have URL, and of course we can have a square bracket over here, and we can say URL controller colon class and wow store method. So they are like we will have a store method. So even like what kind of method? Okay, hmm, who cares? We even don't care about this code, right? Okay, so now let's move ahead and so see we have a route name as well here. So of course we can say that url.store and it is, but you maybe don't have this URL or you are doing stuff into the API.php, right? Did you got it? So at that time, what you can do is you can say action and controller store, right? Let's try to do DD over here. All yeah, DD. I don't know even if you see we got a URL. Again, what we can do is we can say something, right? And see we got the something there. So if you want, if you don't want this like naming stuff right in the route, or if you are using APIs or maybe something like that, right? I don't know. Even in APIs, you rarely do redirection and all, right? So yeah, of course. So the action is something where you can do stuff, right? So of course, let's try to do exit things, this all stuff, right? And let's remove this percentage stuff from here, right? See, now we all have everything as a query parameter, right? Hmm. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we can just copy this and yeah, paste it over here, and let's see. So we are getting the same stuff, right? Just here we have a URL and let's call it a dump for a minute. Oh, see, this anything and URL stuff is okay. We have a percentage and stuff. We can remove that. Huh. Wait, wait, wait. Okay, and person. Right at the both of the places, and both are the end person. Yeah, so that is not the any thing which we were looking for. Okay, so see, we can achieve same stuff with the action and route as well, but here we are using the home and here we are using the controller name and the method. Yeah, it also support the invocable classes. hmm. Let's try it. So let's just say that okay, public function slash invoke hello from the URL controller whatever. Even so, how it gonna support like this? No, we got some error. So do we need to write invoke? What is the spelling? So yeah, I think again, again we have the error. Oh, sorry. So the error is actually here, not there. See, yeah. Whoa, yeah. And okay, only one underscore. No, really. Okay, I think like this. Hmm. So it also supports the invocable classes, and we still have same results, right? If I do, whoa, I'm not bookmarking, man. See, whoa, it's really hard. Hmm. So what I say is, it is fully same, right? I mean, both are same thing. So we can achieve same stuff with the route action, both, right? But at one place we are defining the route name, and at one place we are defining the controller and the method stuff, right? Hmm. So are you guys understanding what I'm trying to explain? Let me know in the comment. Hmm. So again, so suppose uh, sometimes you see we also have two more functions, which is something like URL, right? And URI, right? But you are okay. So this URI actually exists, but okay, we in URI we always need to pass something, right? So if you pass URL into the URI, right, we get the internal server error. So when it returns the string, the path is null. It returns the URL generator, right? Otherwise, it returns the string. Okay, sorry. That was my mistake actually. What you need to do is you need to say current, of course. Hmm. And we want did dump dd, right? Dd and dump. Sorry, why is happening? Hmm. But this is something which give us uh, a URL, right? And this is some this is league. Okay, so they are using a league. Okay, let's see the composer.json. Maybe somewhere. No. Okay, here I guess. Yeah, this one will have that league URI. They are using a league URI, league URI under hood, right? Hmm. Okay. So now I think maybe you can say, do we have a two string? Or, okay, no, not here. Here, two string. Okay, this now both are stuff is the same. This should be capital S. Wow, capital S and small s both works for me. Okay, but these both are different in like see URL. Let's we actually have the documentation, I guess. See URL gives URL. Yeah, URL gives a URL for a path which we uh, like gave it to the into the parameter. Then you can also have a query method to URL. Oh, but as of you cannot even see you cannot uh, change this if you are passing path already. Okay, do we have more than one parameter to URL? Yeah, we have it. So let's try to do that as well. Hmm. So Mm, I don't need this. So what we're gonna do is actually, hmm, so let's say URL, URL, not the current one, right? And of course we're gonna dump, and yeah. And now see, we have just anything for now, I think. Let's say. And what we're gonna do is we do a comma, basic stuff, same stuff. But let's see what actually happens. So see, whoa, wait. Wait, no, no, wait. Yeah, understood. So it is like the taste is sample. So whatever we are passing into the parameter, it is not actually. No. So if I do other over here, this will be the same route which we have here. Hmm. That that is not a good. So see, in the parameter, it is not actually about uh, having a query. So if you pass stuff into the parameter, it will not be a query. Okay, that is not. I think maybe a good stuff, because why should you do this when you can just do this, right? Okay, okay, okay. So what next? So let's remove this stuff. Hmm. So let's say a query, and we will have a path as a anything, anything, right? Anything, and slash a query. Hmm. But now what we will have? We have a basic as a something like this, taste as a something like this. Hmm. But we still have a, like more than one more extra stuff. So what is the extra? Hmm. Let's say comma, and I don't know. Hmm. So let's remove these two from here and this from here, I guess. Hmm. Anything is here now. So anything was actually there only. So what is extra? What this extra has? Okay, this is the interface actually. Hmm. So how we gonna check like what is actually happening? So for that, what we can do is we can say just like this, and just pass the URL over here. Oh wait, yeah, and yeah, semicolon over here. Now what we can do is find some. Okay, so this is something routing eliminate URL generator. Just paste it over here, and yeah. So we are here already. Now what we are actually looking for is a query. Yeah, here it is. So what is the extra is about? Okay, so they are passing extra to 2, and this extra is from parameters. Hmm. So that is a actually oh what it should be, but the path is a valid URL already. Then they are all directly returning the path. So wow. Okay. So what this extra doing here? I mean, so see, you pass. Oh, you pass. Yeah, from here. So you pass some extra stuff over here, but when this comes here, it check first. We will check if the URL is already valid URL. If it is, we will not try to generate a new one, but we will simply return the URL as is, which is convenient since developers do not always have to check if it's valid. Hmm. But so this query stuff is accept accepting the extra stuff, which is just ignored by, I mean, right? So I'm pretty damn sure we will see. No, okay. Actually, how we gonna have that? So we need to remove this from here, and we need to add one parameter here, and let's reload it. See, it is coming from the web.php. It is okay. So it, it it is not actually uh valid URL for them. So it is coming over here, or even, yeah, there. So it is like anything. Hmm. Perfect. So let's see what we have in the extra. Yeah, we have stuff default. Okay. So let's see what we have into the tail. Hmm. The default, that is also fine. Let me remove this. I think we are missing something, and just reload it again. Okay, we have default over here. Sorry. That was my bad. Hmm. So interesting. So what you can do is you can have a basic over here, stuff over here. So can I do a basic over here? I really don't know. Other and in curly braces stuff. Will it gonna work? I never tried it, but yeah, no, it doesn't. Does not work. Hmm. So I think I can say uh, that. So here we have anything taste to default, and the other is missing. So we actually need to pass other over here. So yeah, so this is actually something like you can pass a query and the parameters as well, right? So that is cool actually. Okay, so let's see what other methods we have, like the query and right. Hmm. So query was one of them, and we have a current, full, previous, and previous path. You are current. I think though these things we are already aware, so I don't know. So previous will be the previous URL. Full will be like with the query. Current will be without query. Right. Hmm. That is simple. We also have a route which we already checked. Action we already checked. Okay, we also have a signed route. So this is interesting actually. So see, when you, I don't know, I think we should appeal to uh, do signed route. Yeah, we are able to do that. Hmm. So what it is about? I mean, what is the? So we will have one signature in the end, right? And see, and what if I say that uh, this is signature parameters are also it was signed or something like that. I think we need to add middleware signed. Yeah, of course. And now what I can explain is if I reload this, it will say invalid signature. But if I copy this and paste it over here, it will gonna work. So it is the signed URL. I mean, so what if you want to give some this sorry. Oh. So what if you want to give access to any URL with some like what do you call it, with some restrictions, or maybe like whoever have this particular right signed URL which you have provided, those guys are only should be only available able to access this particular route, right? And I if I don't forgot that see signed URL also have, yeah, this is expiration, right? So as a third parameter you can say that carbon, or maybe we can you can say now and 5 minutes. So what will gonna happen is, let's say not 5 minutes, let say 1 minute, right? So let's reload it and copy this and paste it over here. So now this will gonna work, right? And of course, so so see, you may also have one question that I am not able to zoom that part, but here we can see that we have expires, right? So if I change this, it will be a invalid signature, right? But if I say 2 here, it works, right? So it is not like that. If you will going to you will change this expiration time and this gonna work, no. So once the 1 minute is over, right? I think so. That is what we did. Now add 1 minute, and when this 1 minute gonna finish, why it is taking too much time? So that is what signed URL. And oh, so I think now we have something to understand what is absolute. So you may exclude a domain from the signed URL hash by providing absolute argument. Domain from the signed URL hash. Okay, that we also need to check what it is. We already checked this. Has a valid signature, we can call check, or we can even say valid URL. Okay, I think 1 minute will be there. Okay, so it is now invalid signature, right? So that is what the signed URL, right? And you can customize how you wanna like have signed URL and or right. And you already talked about the action, the default values. Okay. Oh, this is little bit different default than what we actually checked. Right? So it works same as tokens. Of course, I guess it is like kind of hash which we should match, right? So they gonna do some hash match with particular thing, and yeah, that's how it works. So it should be also a valid token as well, right? Valid has as well. Yeah. Okay. And do you want to check this default stuff? We can do that. It is not hard to consider, but yeah, even like I'm not. So how is this gonna work actually? So once the default value is local parameter has set, you no longer to require to pass it to when URL generate. Oh, okay. So when you are generating URLs with the route, right, or maybe the action, maybe I don't know, like yeah, with the action. So if you have like set this as a default, you don't need to pass that particular thing into the URL. That's it. No, so we still haven't checked the URI stuff, so we need to do that as well. So we already checked the URL stuff. Okay. So URI is still kind of this is also URL. So they haven't documented URI. But what I know is they have shift URI already. So let's see if URLs. So we don't have that in the documentation. So I think we can say URI helper Laravel. So we will have a Laravel news or something like that. Should be there. It becomes URIL. Hmm. Yeah, here it is. Hmm. So see what we have. We have something like this, and see previously what we need to do is URI off, right? But now, uh, see, actually it is not documented. But let me show you. Not notification, not the notification. Okay, let go to the TLS profile, and he. Okay, I need to check this as well later. Hmm. See, URI. It is already shipped, but documentation will be pushed this week, right? Of course. That is what it was about. And what it is? Fresh database UI just dropped on Laravel Cloud. Hmm. I want to check that as well later. Okay. So we can do is actually, so we can say you are I. Let's start with the dump also, and see, you are I, and we can say a route, and we can say a home. We don't even need absolute stuff here. Now we can say okay with okay with fragment. Wow, what is with user? What is with user? A can also the password user. Wait. This is something different, I guess. Let's try it. What it is. So with user, what we can pass? Stringable, string or null? User? I mean, I don't know. What is that? User info is user. Okay. Hmm. No, this is something else. I really don't know. What is it? Do you guys know? Let me know in the comment. This is also a path. This is all that. So let me ask with something like this, I guess. Yeah. On the Twitter that what it is. I don't know even. Sorry. No. I don't want to ask Taylor. Okay. So does anyone knows about this with user method of URI helper class support class, right? And we can say Laravel devs, right? And we should post into the Laravel community. Does anyone knows about this method of URI support class? I hope we don't have any grammar issues. Let's see. It's taking time. So yeah, we even know about this with path, with query, with fragment, with okay, we can get a scheme from URL. Okay, that this we can check. Hmm. This all we can check. Hmm. So I think the and L that was missing. Other than that, it was fine. Okay, let's see if we get any response. Okay, so let's try it. So what we have right now. So we can actually uh, say URI is equal to, and I don't know about the with user stuff yet. I even like we can do DD. I don't know like if we actually want to see the stuff. Okay, and what I can do is we can just replace the semicolon with the comma and let see. Okay, we actually need one fragment over here as well. We will call a fragment and it will be hashtag test, right? And of course, so we also have a user over here. So we can say with user, I don't know what it is actually, but of course we need to find out. Paste. Do we have with password as well? I don't think so. So let's reload it. So okay. Uh, okay. So what we can do is hmm, that is even not gonna work. So okay, I don't care. Okay, okay, we got subscription. Not that subscription actually. Okay, and wait, can we do something like this? You say has, and we can say the missing, right? No. So what other thing we can do is we can say something like this and simple. And of course we need to say missing over here and the has over here. Oh, copy and paste has over here. Hmm. So Collins, thanks for subscribing. Okay. So we got a scheme. Okay, we actually also need to uh, have a full URL over here, and that will be to string for sure. Hmm. So URL is the wow at the rate taste at the rate URLs. Okay. So this dot is converted into the head. Wow. Interesting. So that dot is converted into the URL. Hmm. Huh. whatever. But we know the URLs, the taste. What is the taste now? I mean, we haven't passed anything called taste there. But of course, all sample and fragment is taste. Hmm. Like a scope. User is like a scope. With user actually loads a relationship that what I just understood now. No, no, I don't know. Hmm. Okay, so there's a password and the username as well. Host is urls.test. That is cool, but what is the HTTP taste over here? Like, I mean, HTTP taste at the rate URLs. I mean, this taste at the rate is extra stuff which shouldn't be there. And of course, this whole thing we was not able to pass the fifth. So for passing fragment, we need to do something like this. This is going a bit crazy. Yeah. Hmm. So we haven't printed the fragment. So let's say fragment. Yeah, we have it. Let's reload it. Yeah, we got the fragment, of course. Now, but I don't know. I'm still not aware of what is this doing here in a URL. Okay, but has is false and true is missing. So if I say what I can say actually, so I can say the taste, right? So if I say, does it have a taste and does it missing the taste? So it is like, yeah, it has the taste and it does not missing the taste. Okay, that is also fine. Hmm, perfect. So I still, I got it actually. Hmm. I wanted to actually mainly discuss something better than now. Let's move to the main thing which I was actually thinking to talk about before we like started the stream. So let's say, see, so let's talk about route, right? And we have a gate method, right? Of course, we have a post method. We have a let's start with the gate, and 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 we also have a post, right? I'm not interested into the parameters. Put, patch, delete, options, right? And yeah, all the methods are exist, right? So this is all different methods, right? We also have something like any. So whatever it is, it will gonna work, right? We also have a right match. So if you want to pass like two 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 things, right? And you want to match if it is get or post, it should work. Then we also have not something like that actually. Hmm. We also have hmm, but now let's say hmm, let's go ahead actually. So see, we have a group where see you can do stuff like this. You can group uh directly as well with the closer. I hope so. When actually you have something like this middleware and right. So you can group like this as well and this as well. So if you will have a route, it will the group will have a like first stuff as a parameter. Otherwise, you will have a function closer. You can define the route, middleware, and all right. So this is what actually people use this. Okay, one more thing we have uh, that maybe a controller group, right? See, we also have not a route, right? And see, hmm, hmm. So we have any closer. Okay, okay. So the closer is something current. So we can get a current route with this. That is we are not we are looking for. Okay, pattern is also there. But this is something about the router and all. Yeah. Okay. We also have a view where we just pass the view name and the URL. Of course, the prefix stuff is there, right? We also have wow catch. I didn't know about this catch. Hmm. Yeah, name prefix. We can also call it as a as well, right? So that is also the name prefix. We can also have a name, and mostly this name and as things are same. If I go to the where should I go? Even why this does not have a C? Okay, we already have the stuff. So what I'm looking for was let's keep it. See, so this as and name is similar because this is just the alias, right? Okay. Other than that, so this is what actually all existing stuff which is exist and we are using. But see, mm, I'm actually not. I don't use those stuff. Yeah, I don't use those stuff. Mostly, don't use. I never use this. Everything, each and everything. I never use them. Sometimes I use Vue, but I don't use get controller or any match options. Delete, put, patch, get. Right. I don't use them. So what I do? So what I do is see. Of course, yeah, we also have a redirect uh, as well. So let me say I use resource, right? So this will simply have a create uh, index show edit 7 methods. I mean, so I think it misses the 1 2 3 4 5 6. So one method is missing, which is store, right? So it will gonna create a 7 methods for you, right? This resource, and also you can do only that if you just want 2 methods, or you can also do expect, right? Use route resource. Yeah, I use route resource. So you can also do expect. I mean create. Yeah, create whatever and add it. Right. Then we can also use called API resource, right? With also only an expect. But see, in API resource, will not have a create and add it. But like I mean, so if you use the API resource, it will not have any create or let's start it actually. So let's just remove this all, not all, or let's just comment this all, right? Okay, till here. So what I can say is, we have a route colon resource, right, and URL, right. And what we can do is now we can say, let me just move it to editor area. Yeah. So we can say PHP artisan list route, not route, or we can say I think, yeah, of course, route colon list, and we will have see we have uh, you are see this is from the Laravel default. Up route is for the status and storage path. Is for the storage, right? Okay. So the URL, uh, like the get or head method for the index method, post for the store, create for the post with the post, right? And show, then update, destroy, and add it, right? So we get the 7 methods. Then what we can do is we can say only index and show. And now if I run this again, see, now I have only 2 methods, right? And if I say expect, create, and edit, we will have uh, other routes than those two, right? Okay. But if I remove this all and say API resource, oh wait, okay. So I will have same route, see, but without, I mean, the 5 route we will have without edit and create. Yeah, because those are for the UI, and in API resource we don't need a UI. And again, we can also use we can also use only and right, except over here as well. Hmm, right, and see those only there. Also, after that, if I have something like this, if I have a profile, something like this, if I have a profile, right? So profile will be never created, right? It will be once created at the registration part, and it will be just updated, right? Never stored. So if I use a single tone, okay, sorry, I will have only index route. Okay, sorry, not index. I will only have a show route, update route, and edit route, right? So because it is a single tone, it is something like you will not have a list of routes. You will just have a single route, right? I mean a single model. I mean, right? So that's how it's gonna work, right? Again, after that, even yeah, I can also say that uh, it is creatable. I mean, right? So if I see what if I want to create it once, right? So if I do that, I will have now create and store route for this, but still we don't have an index route, right? Because it is a single model stuff. Okay. Also, it is you can call it a destroyable, right? It is single, but you can also delete this. So yeah, so that is how it works. Also, right? Then it also, see, it is not the updatable, of course. It is like what we have it. I forgot. Hmm. Hmm, really forgot. Okay, I think we don't have. See, we still have only and those stuff also here. Okay, again. So what if I say API singleton? If I will say API singleton, uh, it will see it has a create and edit route. But if I use it with the API singleton, it will not have a create and edit route. Sorry, yeah, create and edit route because it is related to UI and it will be removed, right? Okay. Even now, what you can do is you can say prof customers dot profile. I hope that gonna work. See, so it is now in any particular customer we have a profile, right? And that's how it's gonna work. So you will have a profile in the customers, right? And so you can also use that into the uh, simple resource as well. So and you can remove this, of course, right? And oh, I'm just getting confused. Hmm. So now we have a see. We will have a list of profile of particular customer and something like that. But what if you don't want each and every route of the customers? So you can say shallow, right? And this shallow will remove extra stuff, right? So when you are listing and like doing those stuff, I mean listing and creating and storing, that time you will need to pass a customer. But when you are showing or updating or editing or destroying those stuff, you will not need a customer there, right? That is all about the shallow, sorry, shallow, right? So I think, yeah, so this is a fine stuff. So see what Taylor says is you should always have those haven methods in your controller, right? Like index. Let me let me let me just create, let's say, PHP artisan create make controller and say p source controller and say p source, right? And now if I visit this controller, of course I need to know. See, so this will have, I don't even need this now. Okay, this will have a seven methods called index, create, store, show, edit, update, and destroy. So what Taylor says is, you should only have these seven cruddy methods in your controller. If you need an extra method, that means you need an extra controller, right? So what if you want to have some status update and all? So what you can do is you can create one more controller with maybe you can create a single action controller which is something like invocable. I mean, okay, sorry, public function invoke, right? So you can create an invocable controller for that, right? Which can be called something like update status controller or publish post controller, something like that, right? Okay, I think this is what it was for the our stream. If I missed something, let me know. We can check that as well. Okay, so how was it? It is. Hmm, What I can do is now let me open my YouTube channel. Yeah. So we already have 1 month. We already completed 1 month, right? And we already have more than 30 streams as well. Hmm. And even I got my new domain as well today itself, right? So let me know your queries in the comments whenever you are watching. Thanks for joining. If you don't have any questions, I will close this stream. Thanks for joining. See you guys. Thanks for joining.